Hey team, I'm Crystal, and today we're going to take a look at how to perform a side plank or a side hover. So this is what it looks like. This is also what it looks like. And if you're taking the hover option, this is what it would look like, or up here. So when we break this down, benefits of our exercise. We're building strength and stability through our shoulders. We're building strength through our anterior core, and we're also building strength through our lateral core here. The way that we're gonna set up is we're either gonna bring the wrist under the shoulder, and we can start with the bottom knee bent and the top leg straight, or we can come down onto our forearm to turn this into a hover if this is a little too much for our wrist joint. But we're still gonna have this elbow shoulder alignment where we're making a straight line and we're pulling from underneath the waistline up in both options. We can make this more challenging by coming up onto the blades of the feet or not. This top hand, we can reach up, we can keep it here, or we can reach overhead. It's really about what's right for you today. Our common faults in this exercise. The first big one that we see is as we get tired, regardless of what option you're in, we start to drop this bottom hip. So now we're not engaging as much through those target areas. By pulling from underneath the hip up, we're gonna get better results for our waistline. So this is really important so that we get the most out of the work we're putting in. The next common fault that we tend to see is going to be based off stability of the body here. So what tends to happen is we start to roll this top shoulder forward, or we start to roll this top shoulder back. We want to think of the body as a solid piece of wood. Everything is stable. Everything is strong here. We're not rolling forward. We're not rolling back. Our progression and regression strategies here. The big one, it's just load, guys. That's really it. And the load is really going to be determined by the option that you take. So if we want less load, we're going to stay with this bottom knee on the ground, continuing to lift up. And if we want more load, we can absolutely come up here. We can take this even one step further if it's right for us today, and we can lift that top leg off for an additional stability and strength challenge or not. So a lot of ways we can manipulate it and make it a little bit more challenging for what we're looking for in our personal workout. And that is how to perform a side plank or a side hover.